No, it's really good. So, there are going to be some people listening who failed. Okay, so maybe they're doing great now, and they've had some sobriety or recovery, or they were at extinction, and then they drop off. I just want to encourage those folks. The nature of this alcohol problem is that it can recur. It doesn't have to, and hopefully it never will for you. But if it does, it's okay. That's part of the deal. Just get back on the horse and, try some new things and learn from your experience. It's not the end of the world, and it doesn't define you. By all means, you're human, made in God's image to live life to the fullest. And so what if you make a mistake a few times here and there? You're working on getting your life together, and that's the thing that I find so invigorating about working with folks that have problems with alcohol. Is they just have learned to work on themselves and to live life better. And it's a very positive experience to see people who keep at it. Most people do well on the Sinclair Method, but if they don't, then that's okay. We could just start all over again. And I just wanted to make sure people know that you don't have to have this perfect trajectory to recovery to get recovery. So.
Yeah, that's such an encouraging message, John. I totally agree. And in my opinion, those mistakes that we make are the most valuable learning experiences and help us going forward if we just view it as a learning opportunity. So I think that's such a positive message for people.
Yeah, I think it's a non-linear transformation, adventure, journey, whatever you want to call it. And it's really, I can't remember who called it this, but data points, I think is the best way to think about that. You get new information, you get feedback every time something like that happens. And really, I think it's important to reiterate, at least in my view, it's not a moral failing. So it's not, I feel like the word relapse is so charged with stigma, maybe even more so than alcoholism. It's a relapser is like an alcoholic that fails, and I guess we could say you fail, or we could say that you have a learning experience. As Katie said, you get feedback. And also, if it is the case, which I believe it is based on my experiences, that a life without a routine of drinking each day is inferior or is superior to a life where you're physically dependent on alcohol, then it's just a reminder that it's a no-brainer. And it's practically good. It may be morally good, depending on maybe every time you drink, you get a DUI, in which case morally, maybe there's something there. But I think for a lot of people, it's just a practical epiphany. They're like, whoa, it's actually better and more desirable inherently to not drink. Or for some people to not drink all the time. There's such a spectrum of this. And I've had clients and course members who their goal was to cut down, and they cut down. And now they have a glass of champagne on New Year's. Who cares? And so I think it's important to make the point that you made,